Next, please take a look at this.
Please, please. Yes!
Hello there.
Yes!
I'm Aonuma, producer of the Legend of Zelda series. I'm sure a lot of you saw me and thought there might be news about the sequel to the Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild game. Unfortunately, we don't have anything to share right now.
Oh my god, never mind.
We apologize.
But it's still Zelda.
Development is proceeding smoothly, and we should be able to bring you some new information this year.
Okay.
For now,
That's
we'll
fine.
have to ask you to wait just a bit longer.
Is it just going to be that, or is it going to show something else?
While you're all waiting, however,
Yes.
this Legend of Zelda game will be coming to Nintendo Switch.
Wait, what is it? Is
Please
it
take a
remakes? New one? Skyward Sword HD! Yes! Is it just Skyward Sword HD, or is it some more? Is it in HD, or is it just a port? I can't tell. Doesn't look like motion control. So it is? Yes! Is that motion? I can't tell if it's motion controls or though. Oh my god. Yes! Yes! Yes!
What you've just seen is The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword HD. This game originally released in 2011 on the Wii console, and now it's coming to Nintendo Switch.
Yes!
The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword featured a control scheme in which players would use the Wii Remote Plus controller as a sword and the Nunchuck controller as a shield.
I
With the
should've-
increased processing power of the Nintendo Switch system, the controls here are smoother and even more intuitive.
Okay, so it is motion controls.
And
That's
we've
fine.
recreated the controls for the sword and the shield here by having the player hold two Joy-Con controllers.
Ooh.
The Joy-Con controller in your right hand is the sword. Swing it to have Link swing his sword in the game.
It does say HD, but am
The
I
Joy-Con
insane?
controller in
Like
your
I've
left
got
hand
the
is
I've
the
already
shield.
got this in
By lifting
HD, the
controller,
video.
You can raise the shield
And
to
this
block
doesn't look
enemy
much better
attacks.
than the normal. I mean, it looks a little bit better.
You can perform
I can't
other
tell.
actions like using both controllers to wield a bow and arrow. These physical movements add a sense of urgency and tension to combat. But we've also made it possible to play the game with button controls to ensure it can be played in handheld mode or on the Nintendo Switch Lite system. After mulling over how to assign different
so
gameplay elements
it isn't
to different
just
buttons,
motion
we
control.
decided to apply the sword motions to tilting the right control stick.
Then how do you do a 3D mode?
Tilt the stick down when you want to swing the sword downward. To swing to the right, to the left, or diagonally, just tilt the stick in the respective direction.
Okay, so it is better with motion controls, but they do got it on the Switch side.
Here's something else we've been working on.
More?
Specially designed
Yes!
Joy-Con controllers. The right Joy-Con
Yes!
controller is themed after the Master Sword, while the left features a Hylian shield motif.
My hands are getting all
The
sweaty.
Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword, as the game depicting the earliest story in the Legend of Zelda timeline, details the events
They
around the
said
creation of the
timeline.
Master Sword itself. We hope that people who played the original game on Wii, and those playing it for the first time, will enjoy discovering the origins of The Legend of Zelda. The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword HD launches July 16th.
I forget.
Following
what
this
is that?
Nintendo Direct, you'll be able to pre-order the game on Nintendo eShop.
Yes,
And
I
the
shall do
specially
that.
designed Joy-Con controllers will launch on the game's release day at your local retailers. Many of you may already know this, but The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword was the last original console game prior to The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild game, and it was still following the established conventions of The Legend of Zelda. However, it gave a glimpse into many features and innovations that would eventually be adopted in The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. Using the sailcloth to descend in midair, a stamina gauge that depleted as you scaled walls with vines or ran, even the concept of collecting items to upgrade gear. I hope those of you who've played The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild will give this game a try as well. Please look forward to The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword HD.
Is there gonna be more? I mean, I'm fine with just Skyward Sword HD. But
Well, what did you think? The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword has been optimized for Nintendo Switch. It includes intuitive motion controls and button controls by tilting the right control stick. Okay, the next game will be our last announcement for today. Please take a look at this.
It's not Breath of the Wild 2, but could it be something else, Zelda? Is it another Smash thing? Is this Borderlands? What is this? Wait, Splatoon!